guys, what's up? It's Joe Ready from Ready's Rides. I'm back here at Tampa Honda because guess what? We have it. This is a slightly updated 2020 Honda Ridgeline. This particular one is the RTL E-Trim with all-wheel drive. But before we get into this one, let's talk about Ridgeline history. The first generation of Honda's pickup truck was 2006. That was their first ever introduction into the pickup truck world. What blew a lot of people's minds, including my own, is that it had some very unique storage underneath the back bed section. It lifted up and you actually had lockable storage, something that nobody else had done before. Now, first generation is long gone. The second generation has been around since 2017. And for me, it was a little bit of a heartbreaker because that first generation looked more like a truck. This midsize, a lot of people call it the El Camino of the Honda lineup. It's like a blending of a CR-V with a pickup truck bed on the back. One thing is for sure is that in the midsize segment, it's going to be hard to beat the versatility of this Honda Ridgeline. Also the way that it drives. There's a lot of people out there that think they want a pickup truck, but they don't really want a pickup truck because there's going to be a lot of nuances with a pickup truck that they're not going to gel with. This Ridgeline, though, seems to make a lot of people happy that when they own it, driving it is wonderful. So let's go ahead. We're going to dive into this 2020 Ridgeline. One thing to tell you right off the bat that's going to give you a heart attack a little bit, hopefully you're sitting down, this does have an additional $3,900 added to the price right off the bat compared to last year. But the good news is you're getting a lot more for the money at this price point. So let's go ahead, let's jump into this Ridgeline. Right off the bat, same styling. So we are not ready for a new redesign yet. I can't wait for the third generation. I'm hoping, I'm praying, I'm rubbing my lucky rabbit's foot that they make a move back to that first generation look. But you can see what we're working with headlight design, and you can see where people are saying this looks like a CR-V, how the grille area kind of blends into the headlight housing. You have your LED daytime running lamps. On this RTLE trim, you're getting LED headlights. We drop down, you're gonna have your fog lamps, other exterior lighting, flat black, and a little bit of silver. Now, as we come across the front grille area, standard on all of them is gonna be the full suite of Honda sensing technology, emergency braking, lane keep assist, all those goodies. That adds to some of that price point that's been increased. Chrome trim goes all the way across from one side to the other, that large Honda badging, flat black on the horizontal slots, a little bit more flat black, and then you have the silver that kind of encompasses the lower portion of the front fascia. And they put that little design in there like you see on many other vehicles to make it look more like a truck or an SUV kind of thing. That's, I feel like when it comes to design features, that kind of goes with that whole genre. Now, when we get up onto the hood just comes right down in the grille. You have higher peaks on the corners, and then you're gonna have a small little raised area just for a little bit, and then it fades away as you get to the windshield. Now, as we come around the bend, let's see what we're working with wheel and tires. So you're gonna have this dark gray metallic wheel. With the white, it's working. This is an 18-inch wheel, 245 on the width, 60 series sidewall is gonna give you a wonderful ride. Flat black all the way around the fender treatment, but I think the white with this darker gray really works from the side. As we go down the side, you have gloss black that extends into the mirrors, white mirror caps, a little bit of silver trim around the perimeter of the side glass, gloss black for the pillar, chrome on the door handle, and then flat black all the way along the bottom. That's gonna help take a better beating for the side of this truck. Now, when we get to the bed, we're gonna find some unique features that's gonna separate this Honda from any other truck. Now, the tailgate area, very clean. You have that all-wheel drive setup. You have a little bit of chrome that they brought into the rear bumper. You have your full hookup capability. One zonk is I wish that they would take the trailer hookups, move them into the upper portion of the bumper. That's gonna get it out of the dirt area and whatnot. But very clean. Get ready for the magic. So with this, you could drop it down one way, your traditional setup, and you can see the amount of interior space that we have on the bed of this truck. Or what's great is that we can actually open this up a separate way. So what we're gonna do is, right underneath here, you swing it open. So let me swing it out of the way and let Tom show off how dual functioning tailgate makes life so easy. You have interior bed lighting, which is a nice touch. You have the sliding glass rear window, and you have two top and bottom tie downs at all four corners. Here's really the crescendo. This is the best part, and this is something like back in 2006 when they first came out with the Ridgeline, just blew my mind. Look at that. Lift that up. There's your spare, there's your jack. Let me get this out of the way because you have the ultimate tailgating party setup. You even have a drain plug. So fill this up with ice, put your favorite beverages in there. Please don't drink and drive. Once the ice melts, you just pull the drain plug and down the water goes. Clicks down nicely. It's lockable, which is great. And then when you're done, you just swing it right back. Can your Toyota Tundra, can your GMC Canyon or Chevy Silverado Colorado do that? I don't think so. But why don't we go ahead, let's pop the hood and see what's powering this Ridgeline. All right, guys, we got the hood popped. It does have a prop rod. That is one zonk, and then the other zonk is that engine cover. I've said it once, I'll say it again. It looks like a trash can lid, but the good news is there's no trash underneath that lid. It's a 3.5 liter V6, naturally aspirated, 280 horsepower, 262 pound-feet of torque. The best news is now you have a 10-speed automatic transmission that replaces the 9-speed. With the all-wheel drive on this one, you can tow up to 5,000 pounds. The Ridgeline weighs in around 4,515 pounds. MPGs, 19 in the city, 24 on the highway, I should say, not in the highway, but on the highway. Other than that, you got the all-wheel drive. It's not four-wheel drive, all-wheel drive, and you have that 5,000 pound towing capacity. Why don't we go ahead? We talked about the outside, the engine. Let's see what's different on the interior of this Ridgeline. All right, guys, inside the 2020 Honda Ridgeline. I know I've already let some of the cat out of the bag, like the tail, when I mentioned that this is about $4,000 more than it was last year. What's the MSRP on this RTLE with all-wheel drive? You're looking at $43,000. Now, before you drop your drink and fall out of your chair and need somebody to resuscitate you, we did a review of a Ford Ranger Lariat, and that one was $45,000. So just to give you an idea, let's see what you get for the money. Now, to the door panel, I love what's going on. They got a darker gray color. The other black material, soft touch is really nice. Top of the door panel, a little bit of gloss black. It's not going to hurt anybody. It kind of brightens it up. And I love the multi-level pockets in the doors. It's like you have a pocket to separate your Snickers from your Reese's, from your drinks. It's really meant for somebody who loves snacks. So thank God Honda pulled that one off. Soft material with the simulated stitching, nice low dash, a little bit of gloss black, and I love the two-tone motif. It works in here. Everybody's getting an 8-inch infotainment system screen. Everybody. I feel like Oprah. Everybody gets an 8-inch infotainment screen. No longer is there a 5-inch anymore. 8-inch. This one, obviously, you can see has navigation. I love the way Honda puts a Ridgeline as your little marker there instead of an arrow. Little touches like that just make me smile as a car enthusiast, car lover. We hit home. Look how clear the graphics are. You have truck bed audio back there. Like I said, the ultimate when it comes to tailgating and whatnot. Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, all the different swipe features. You can put tons of apps in there. Little bit of gloss black. I like the silver. Dual climate control, heated seats, but no ventilated seats. So that is a zonk for me at $43,000. I would like to see ventilated seats. You have a nice little cubby here for your Tootsie Rolls. And then check it out. We got you connected. USB and a 12-volt. You got a tray down here for your circus peanuts. It would have been nice if this was wireless charging here. So we're going to zonk that at $43,000. There's your standard Honda key fob. We flip it around. It does have remote start, which is nice. A little bit of gloss black. This is probably going to bother you. But you know what? Keep your Honda cleaning cloth around and you can wipe that down. This is controlling that 10-speed automatic transmission. You do have the sliding lid here and the captain's chair. Now the captain's chair's armrests are a little wider, which I do like that, and you can flip them out of the way. It's just I don't like the ratcheting part. Some people love it, some people hate it. Just be aware that you get the ratcheting captain's chairs. Let's slide this back. Look at that, slides back nicely. You can have a large box of Twinkies in there, another 12 volt, another USB, and an aux jack. So that's nice that they have all that connectivity. Seats, like the color, like the material, nice and soft, perforated, which is a great touch. And then of course you have all your controls on the side for the passenger and for the driver. This one has a nice size sunroof, which is an extra nice touch. My only zonk is not the sunroof, but it's the rear view mirror. It does not have the frameless auto dimming mirror, but it does have an auto dimming mirror, which is another nice touch. Why don't you get on over behind the wheel though? I want to show you the business end of this Ridgeline. All right guys, business end, you do get 2 memory settings. I really like how soft the material is. Another thing I want to show you is look where they put the blind spot monitoring. Really smart inside the corner here, that lights up. It alerts you. You have your power seat controls, easy to get to, lower lumbar, which feels fantastic right about now. Steering wheel, I'm digging it. It's a pretty good thickness. I would like it just a little bit thicker, but I like the layout of the controls. Heated steering wheel. Everything else is flat black. You do have the plastic paddles on the back of the wheel to go up and down that 10-speed automatic transmission, which is another nice touch. And then there is your information display with your gauges. You have an analog tach, analog speedometer, and also the digital speedometer at the top. So that's a nice readout. And then of course you have that digital display in the center, which you could go through a plethora of information, which is really great to have that easily accessible. Other than that, the layout is great, plenty of headroom. Let's check out the back seat and see if your passengers are gonna be cramped in this Ridgeline. All right guys, backseat time. The first thing I want to show you is just how smart the engineers are at Honda. You can see that both seats will lift up and just give you a plethora of room back here. Really gives such a versatility to this truck that none of the other trucks are able to accomplish. We release it and we push it down, it locks in. Backs of the seats have the leather all the way around. You have the pockets, put your Abacus in there, put your Twizzlers, your Slim Jims. Nice little tray back here for Jolly Ranchers. 2 USB, which is gonna make life great, and 2 rear AC vents. I do have the seat moved back quite a bit, but I still have, my knees are not touching, which is really nice. Plenty of headroom. Compared to other midsize trucks, this truck kills it with the room back here. For 2020, the rear doors open up a little bit wider, which is a nice touch. And then you're gonna have that nice sliding glass rear window. Lift this down, check it out. They give you enough room. 2 drinks, you got your Skittles tray back here, M&Ms, peanut M&Ms, nice padding. Put it back, you're good to go. If you're ready though, I'm ready. Let's take this Ridgeline for a spin. All right guys, we're pulling out of Tampa Honda. We're in the 2020 Honda Ridgeline with the new 10-speed automatic transmission. Now, we've driven the Accord with the 10-speed, and I'm telling you, this 10-speed is a very smooth shifting transmission. I'm really looking forward to getting some room here as we're driving in regular traffic to really see the capability of the transmission. But driving here in this traffic, the visibility is great. Out the front windshield, very smooth. The back window's awesome. And that's the thing that's so great about this Ridgeline, is that it's easy to drive and it's very comfortable, especially for the people in the back seat. I think that's the people who are gonna win the most if you went the Ridgeline route rather than one of the other mid-sized competitors, because their rear seats are way more cramped. But pulling away here from this light, super smooth. And just the overall ride quality is very, very nice. Now, this infotainment system, it's easy to see. It does have the gloss black, which I know is gonna irk some people, but other than that, the graphics on it are great. I love seeing the Honda Ridgeline truck as your cursor there, and just the technology side of things definitely way high compared to a lot of those other mid-size truck competitors. All right guys, let's do a little acceleration test from a slow roll on throttle. The 10-speed drops down. You are off and running. The shifts are very, very smooth, very crisp. And I think that this is definitely an improvement over the 9-speed with just how the truck drives, having that extra gear in the transmission. But brakes feel good. Quality of the steering wheel materials, the armrests are nice and soft. This thing is ultra comfortable. And like I said, if you are gonna tailgate, what better truck to tailgate in than a Ridgeline? You have the ability to have music playing out the back, plus have your drinks in that cooler area, which also doubles as a storage area when you're not tailgating. And just all the other little touches in here really show that this truck was well engineered. Got another acceleration test on throttle. Definitely has a little bit better pickup, and I really think that the shifts are smoother overall in this 10-speed compared to the last generation. And then at the end of the day, you're also going to get the full safety suite of Honda sensing technology. AC controls easy to get to, easy to understand. I guess the zonk for the music lovers is that you don't have a radio knob in here. You have to go and do one of these things, up and down, up and down, up and down, and then you wind up hitting other things on top of that. So that definitely is going to be a zonk for those who want to fine-tune their audio controls. I'm actually kind of surprised that they did not bring back the volume knob, because they did that on the Civics and the Accords and everything. Dash is easy to understand, easy to see. That digital display is nice and clear at the top, showing your miles per hour. You got your coolant gauge, fuel gauge, all analog, and just a smooth driving truck. Does it drive like a truck? No. People would argue, like I said, that it's a CRV with a bed, but definitely for somebody who wants to have a little bit of everything and plus some more on top of that, this Ridgeline does offer a ton of versatility. All right, guys, we're gonna take it on the highway on throttle. 10-speed drops down. Here we go. Now remember, you can use the paddles to shift. You get up to speed very easily, obviously, with the V6, naturally aspirated, gets up to speed. Driving on the highway, super smooth. Not a lot of wind noise, not a lot of road noise. It's what separates this truck from the rest of the crowd in the midsize truck segment. And I'm telling you, this is the type of truck that if you want to get to your destination and not feel like you've been riding in the bed of a pickup truck, this Ridgeline is really going to help you feel fresh as a daisy no matter what the distance is that you're driving. But hopefully this gives you a nice overall feel of what the Ridgeline's all about. We're going to wrap this one up, get back to Tampa Honda, so I'll see you in a split second. All right, guys, been another great day here at Tampa Honda. Definitely got to thank Sam and the rest of the crew getting us this Ridgeline. Is it the king of all midsize trucks? It really depends. I think for about 80% of the people out there, this truck brings it, and brings it in truckloads of versatility, technology, comfort, and that great Honda reliability. But if it's mid-sized trucks like these that you want to see on the channel, leave a comment in the comment section. If you're new and you're on your way out, hit the subscribe button. I promise you it's worthwhile coming back for more. If you are a subscriber, thank you for being part of the Radies Rise family. If you want to help us keep making great content just for you on the channel, click the link in the description. Get yourself some Radies Rise merch. You got to give it up to Big Guns McGee. He's liking the versatility of this truck. Tom is like a Swiss Army knife. So thank you, Tom, for all your hard work. And just like always, guys, I'll see you on the next ride.